Hey, Indian Creek, what's going on? Hope you had a wonderful weekend, Mother's Day weekend. I know it was kind of different than other years, but nevertheless, it was still very special. And so I hope you had a special weekend as well. We're wrapping down the year, guys. This we're pretty much coming to a close here very soon. This is week 8, and so keep up the good work. Send in all the work that you're doing. You're doing amazing. For this week, I'm going to show you how to do a 3D heart because I miss all of you with all my heart, and I want you to be able to put who you miss on there and take a picture. But we're also going to make it artistic, so let's make it a 3D one and make it pop off the page and look cool. So let me show you some tricks, and we'll get started. First thing you need to do, get a piece of paper, a sheet of paper. I have one here. I'm going to try to do this while I look through the lens here, but what I'm going to do is just draw half a heart. This is the easiest way to get a perfect symmetrical heart, okay? All right, and then I'm going to cut that, all right? Yeah, let's cut that. Once you cut it out, you can open it up, and there is your perfectly symmetrical heart. Remember, symmetry, exact parts, same on both sides. So we're gonna use this for our stencil. Okay, so next step, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trace this heart on here. All right, you wanna kind of do it towards the top of the page. All right, about right there. Okay, so there is my heart. And I'm trying to do this while I'm looking through the video, so it's kind of different. All right, so what I'm gonna do next is we're gonna work with shading. And we want it to make it look like the heart, the reflection is coming from the top and the shadows coming from the bottom. So if the shadow's coming from the bottom, you wanna make sure that the shadows around that area, okay? So let me show you what I mean. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this into a pen drawing. All right, so I'm gonna use pen. If not, if you want to stick to the pencil, it's fine, whatever. But something that you can use. See, I like the pen and pencil will work too, because you can use different pressure to create the shadow and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do this in a pen drawing. All the dark area is gonna go here. It's gonna get lighter up here. Okay, and this is gonna give that illusion that the heart the light is reflecting from the top and all the shading and shadows are under it. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to do that, but before we do that, you need to write who this heart is for. Who do you miss? Is it one of your friends from school? Is it one of your teachers? Is it the cafeteria ladies or whoever it is? There's somebody at the school that you miss. Put them there. All right, so I'll do that first. So for me, I miss all of you. So that's why I put the letter U. I really miss all of you guys. I wish we didn't have to end the year like this, but it is what it is. But I want to show you that I'm always thinking of you guys, and so I'm gonna put you because I miss all of you. All right, from pre-K all the way to 5th grade. All right, so let's start working with the shadows. Okay, so I started with a little shading. Remember, it's going to be very dark down here, so I'm going to add a lot more shading down here. I'm going to add a little bit up here, but right here, you're going to kind of leave it alone, all right? You just want to kind of, but you're going to build this up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use pressure at first, just like this. And then you can also go then go the opposite way. Remember that cross hatching that we discussed? See, now it's starting to look a little better than just scribble scrabble. All right, you want to cross hatch it. Go the opposite way. that. And then the heart has this shape, right? This round shape. So you want to make sure that it's curling with that round shape. So I'm going to continue doing this and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I could still add some more pin in here to really make it dark. I added a little bit more color. I added a little bit of color to the letter U just so that pops out, right? So that way you understand who this is for. And then I also make sure that the cross hatching kind of does this curve to the heart, okay? You want to make it look like an actual 3D heart. It has to curve. And so you want to make sure that it all curves around and make sure that it's the same. Okay, curve it from this side over here because remember the shadow is going to be down here, so these need to be the same, and then the light comes from up top. So let me continue this and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so I added some shadowing right here at the crease of the heart, and then I made the actual shadow here very, very dark. You want to make sure that that's almost just, I mean, completely pitch black, okay? That's what's going to give that illusion. The darker you can get that, the better it's going to be. All right. So, and make sure it's a nice thin oval. All right. Last thing we're going to do, we're going to cut. We're going to draw a line right here. Try to use a straight edge like a ruler or a book or something like that. And you're going to go across. So, let me show you what I mean. Okay, so I found this envelope behind me. And so I'm going to use that as a straight edge. I want to make sure it's straight as can be. Now, when I drew this heart, I drew it a little crooked. That's my fault. But you should try to get yours as straight as possible. You're going to draw a line over here. I draw a line right here. There you go. Those are the lines, and that's where we're going to cut. And I'll see what... Before I cut, let me remind you, don't cut through the heart. Cut all along this line and then go around. And then back out. All right. And there you go. There is the floating heart. I hope you have fun doing it. Experiment, use a pencil, see how that looks, or if you want to do a pen like me, or if you want to do marker, whatever, but that's the way it should look, okay? And cut the top off, but then when you bring it down to the side, it starts looking like it's floating. And in the middle of the heart, write who is for. Who do you miss from school? I miss all of you. Later.